Today I got a game for you that will teach you how absurdly, disgustingly, and amazingly strong House of the Lancaster can be. French knights raided me into the ground. My eco was completely dead, but because this civilization is so broken, the lords and manors carried me to an undeserved win. Okay, let's get into the game. So right now I am playing against a French player as House of Lancaster, as you can see. So the best thing that you can do against French players in general is to go for a barracks in the Dark Age for Spearmen. The reason for this is because French is a really gold hungry civilization. They need gold for knights and upgrades, and as you can see, this is a really popular build that is going on right now with French. So you go into a mill and then you upgrade the wheelbarrow as soon as possible. That is good news for me because I am going to do a Spearman rush. So whenever I get here to deny his gold, he's not going to need 100 only, but he's going to need 200 to age up. So that is going to be awful for him. Right now, I only have one sheep at this time. My opponent has 3, but you will see later that this is actually going to be really bad for me. So here, in all of this pathing that I didn't find a single sheep. So I thought maybe I was going, I was not going into the correct pathing. And what I did here is that I went behind the enemy scout. As you can see, he's here. And I went behind him, so I am not finding any sheep whatsoever. In the meantime, I am harassing with one spearman, and you have to be really careful when there's only one spearman because the villagers can actually kill a single spearman. But once I get 2, he needs to go back, and he's now going into wood because he's not able to mine any gold. In the meantime, I still have the single sheep. Still a single sheep. My opponent has 8 right now, and he will continue to get more. But this is already really terrible for me. This is the response from him, so he's going to get a tower, and I already have a really good lead on this game because he still needs to mine 100 gold to age up, and I am already aging up with 5. So this, I think, already paid off, and then I can heal my villagers, my spearmen, with the Abbey of Kings. So it is a really nice start for me. And all of these villagers are banged up, so if I want to raid later here, his tower is going to be really far away, and he's going to have a hard time saving those villagers. Still a single sheep. Still a single sheep from me. And my opponent actually does a really good scouting pattern. Which is he managed to go on the side that I haven't scouted yet, and all of this side has no sheep, absolutely no sheep, only one more. So I get 2 sheep. I think he actually gets this one as well. Look at that. So I get 2 sheep in the whole game. That is it. I am actually already almost out of sheep in this game. So this is terrible news for me, especially against French, because French is also a civilization that needs a lot of food. So having a lot of sheep is really advantageous for him. So I immediately go into a stable. This is really good because when you have 4 lords and hovelers, the 4 lords give 20 HP, extra HP to the hovelers, so they actually convert themselves into a really tanky unit. So I am going into hovelers, even though I think against French it is not the best thing to do because French knights destroy hovelers. But if I have spearmen with them, I thought it would be good enough. So he actually goes into spearmen, which is really interesting. Because I thought it was because he saw my stable and he wanted to respond with that instead of going for archers, which is good for him. But I still have my lords and I am able to do a lot of damage. And while I'm doing this, I didn't see that he had a knight on the other side of the map, and he actually gets a kill on my villagers. And this is going to be the start of a really excruciating painful game for me, because I am not really accustomed to play this way, and I will soon have trouble dealing with these raids. I still managed to get one back with the hovelers, but I lost every single one for it. I don't think that was a good trade. And as you can see, he's already 2 villagers ahead of me because he's French, and he continues to go around with a knight, being really annoying. Now that I have a tower, I should be guarding other spots of my base. Like this here, for example, I managed to lose another villager. Thankfully for me, I was mining some stone while I was producing units. So these manors are going to be really helpful to sustain myself. I don't have any sheep already. So this is really awful for me. This is all the food that I have left. I make a small wall here so that raids like that don't happen again. But I will soon need to start going into these outer food sources. And my opponent is already preparing himself to raid a lot. So he's coming in with 3 more knights. But I have my army here to protect, and I see them coming, so he doesn't manage to get much done there. So right now I am playing defense until I get all my manors. But the reason I'm playing defense is because in the long run I will have better economy than him if I am able to get more manors up. And I can use my hovelers to raid in the meantime. This is what I'm going to do right now. But right now he goes for a double prompt attack. This is what he's doing. But I'm thankfully able to see that. So for now he's not getting any damage done, and I managed to get a kill on a knight here. So I see that he had a lot of units here, so I thought he was preparing to maybe do an all-in attack or something. So I didn't go for the raid at last. So right now I'm just preparing myself to defend, and I'm also going into a few longbows to deal with the spearmen. And I also stopped hoveler production because he already has 8 spearmen here and 15 spearmen and 10 knights. So right now I'm just poking with the geoman because I see that he's really all in on this attack. But he's also out of food. I am not sure how, because he got so many sheep, and he also got a few. Actually, he didn't get this deer, but right now he's focused on my side of the map, and I should have been doing some walls to at least protect myself, or at least a tower or something. But I was really blind. I didn't see where his knights were. I only had this tower here and was worried about him. Because I lost my scout here and I forgot to remake it, I am really blind right now. This is a really bad mistake from me. What I'm doing right now is I'm using the hovelers to take attention off of the front of my base from him. But right now the problem is that I don't see his knights. And I have to go into farms already because I am so food hungry at the moment. Right now I stopped my hovelers here because I don't want to go in without any kind of distraction. Maybe if I didn't see that he was walling, so maybe if I went a little bit sooner I could have prevented this wall. But I wanted to do a distraction before going in, and I saw that he has a lot of spearmen. This is something I don't see that often from French players, and because I didn't know that his knights were here, I didn't see. I thought this was his whole army, and I took advantage of that to prevent this wall here with the hovelers. And I'm currently chasing his army with mine, but I don't know how big his army is at this moment, so I'm a little bit scared of going in. And now I think I see his knights here, which is a really interesting part of the game. So I know that now his knights are all here, and his army is really scary for me at this point. So I think I overestimated my army and I overextended at this time. So I was trying to put my spears in front and my archers behind. But even if I have spears against this and my Fort Lords, this is really not a good fight for me because his Spearmen are also tanking a lot for his Knights. So I end up losing almost all of my army, actually all of my army, except these few Longbows, and I take that opportunity to raid with the Hovelers. But now the pain starts because I have to run with my villagers. I managed to take maybe 2 or 3 villagers, but I lose almost all of my Hovelers for it. And right now I am suffering a lot because I don't have any food. And I was actually going into castle at this point, so losing my whole army at this point was terrible. A terrible decision from me. He gets 2 villagers for his trouble here, so now we're back to him being 3 ahead. 3 villagers ahead. And now because I see his knights are here, I think he could have kept diving, to be honest. I think he was too scared of my spearmen. But yeah, I think he wasted his opportunity there. And now look at the military lead. He's 40 army supply and I am only 11. This is all my army. He sees the A-shop and decides to dive in, which is the correct play from him. And now I think, okay, this is probably GG, so I'm just going to finish this white tower. I lost, I think, 10 villagers there or 11, but I managed to get the white tower up, and he loses quite a few knights, but he still has a really strong lead. I think I got 1 villager for my troubles there, which is not enough in my opinion. But yeah, now I am 15 villagers behind and I'm only 3 manors. Only 3 manors, which is not enough. I think this is, if I'm going to be playing aggro like this and with this amount of units, I'm going to need much more economy to sustain. And as you can see, my economy is really bad. In comparison, actually not that bad. He's only 300 resources per minute ahead from me, even though he's 17 villagers ahead. But I think it was because he was just transferring him villagers to these outer resources. Right now it seems like he's also going into castle, but now take a look at this. I didn't see, because I was so desperate for food and I thought this white tower was going to protect me. I was not paying attention to these villagers and I lost another 4 or 5 villagers here, which is terrible. And he also sees these very villagers here, so I have to run. I think he doesn't get any here, probably 1 more. But at this point, as you can see, I am getting destroyed by the raids of this French player. And I am playing a full infantry composition. I no longer have any hovelers. I am going into a few knights. Actually no, I think I go into knight later. But yeah, right now I have a full infantry composition, so I am really vulnerable to raids, and he's taking advantage of that. He's constantly looking for my food sources, and I get a lucky hit here, so I get a bunch of his spearmen being alone at this time. But right now what I have to do is deny him from gold, and he's actually getting gold here, which I will deny soon. But take a look at this. He keeps raiding. He takes advantage that my army is really slow, and now I am 24 villagers behind. Make that 30 villagers behind, which is really awful at this stage of the game. And now I'm going into these outer resources, and he's taking full advantage of that. So this is, I think if this was a pro player that was playing in my position, he would have already surrendered at this point in time. Because now I lost another 5 here. I am 30 villagers to the 65 of the French player. The only thing that I have going for me is that I have a really scary army at the front of his base. I managed to take the guild hall out, so he is not able to go into Imperial that easily, and because my army is so strong, I have veteran spearmen, Lord of Lancasters, and a bunch of geomen that are taking care of his spearmen. I am able to fight here on the front, but still, even if I clear his whole army, he still has a 30 villager lead compared to me. But this is still a really nice engagement for me. Look at the HP from these lords. 300 HP. That is an Imperial Age level of HP, and so much armor and damage. My spearmen also have 134 HP, and my geomen have 100, which is really amazing. And there's only there's the 4 lords here. And I know that he's here because he needs gold, and there are no golds on this side, so I know that he is here. So that is where I am going with my whole army. I'm still 30 villagers behind. Look at my resources. This is really sad to see. 500. It is like 1k total resources against 2k. So he's doubling my resources. He didn't see my army though, so I get a really nice hit. Something that I need a lot. But I mean, it was only probably like 3 or like 10 villagers. He's still ahead by 20. So yeah, and he's still taking advantage of the raids. He's going around with his knights, and I am producing a few knights here and there to also raid his food sources. But I am really like I don't know why I didn't wall here, so I take another big hit. So really terrible for me in this stage of the game. I lose another, I think, 5 or 6 villagers, and I think he could have kept going, but he was afraid of my white tower. And now another fight here, which right now it doesn't seem like really good for me, because he has just so many more units than me. I tried to target the crossbows with the spearmen, but I have with the longbow, sorry, but I have only 4 longbows, which is not enough. But my front line is so strong because of the lords that I am able to tank all his front line, all his knights, and all his spearmen and men at arms, and I was still able to win this fight. The lords are incredibly insane, and they're basically carrying me through this game. He's still taking advantage of that, and he is still raiding. So I was able to take 1 relic home, and I was trying to take more, but his knights were all over the place, and I'm still not walling. It's because I'm so focused on the front line here. I have 1 knight here just to see if he is going that way. So he is not mining gold at the moment, I don't think. He's going into stone because he doesn't have anywhere else to go. But right now he takes advantage of my army being slow to go over on that side of the map. So the raids continue. These knights have been the MVP of the game for my opponent. I am now down to 20 villagers, which is awful. It is awful. He now triples my villager count, more than triples my villager count. And I was getting desperate. I was like, okay, let's just go in. And I see all his farms over here, so I tried to take a few villager kills. And I am trying to do something with my units on the other side of the map. I was also trying to get this gold because he knew about this one, but he's being really good with the movement of these knights. The only thing that I have on my side is the relic game right now. Okay, so at this point in the game, I am still not sure what to do, because I mean, I have something of an army lead in comparison to him, but I mean he has continued to raid every single game, and at this point I'm desperate. I'm like, okay, let's fucking wall, okay, let's fucking wall, and he's still there. He's still there, trying to prevent that from happening. So I keep losing more and more villagers. So yeah, something that I can take off from this game is I should probably learn how to defend with some units, man, because I'm getting absolutely destroyed by this guy with the raid. I lose another villager, or that was actually a spearman. Um, he sees that I was trying to go on this side, but I didn't know where his full army was, so I went back with my army at the same time he goes for a castle. That was really unfortunate for me, because just because I didn't want to go in, and then I was like trying to wall here, sorry, to place an outpost, and then I just find that he already has a castle. He keeps raiding. I think he actually missed a villager raid here. He would have gotten 6 more villagers. So kind of lucky for me. But I mean, I have like, besides that, I only have 8 farm workers. So yeah, it's pretty really rough. I'm trying to wall on both sides. But because he keeps raiding, I was not able to get it. Right now I'm going in. I am like, okay, let's just do something with my units. I have been standing there doing nothing the whole game. And I know his knights are on the other side of the map, so I take advantage of that and I go in with my army. So at this point I was like, okay, let's just deny him from farms. If I deny him from farms, he will not be able to do anything. So now he gets even more villager kills. I am still 24 villagers to his 64. But he has a food issue as well. He doesn't have any food. This is all his farms, his food. So this going in like this was actually really good for me. He's not able to even produce villagers at this point. So now he's gathering his berries over here. But yeah, a really scrappy game at this point. And he goes back with his knight because he feels pressured by this army here, and I'm just trying to follow him and re-rally my units so I can join my reinforcements with my main army. I know that he is also on this wood line because I just went on this one, right? So I should have probably stayed here denying his farms, but still. He tries to raid some more, but I finally catch his knights and get a few kills here. So 7, I think 5 knights went down there, and I wanted to heal my units back because all of them are really banged up from fighting here the whole time. And right now his guild hall is back up. He's back on the farms. He's back on wood, and the only problem he's having is that he doesn't have any gold. So he has to go into archers and veteran horsemen. So that is his only issue right now. And I'm still making a few knights here and there just to raid and to keep him occupied. But yeah, they're not being that successful, to be honest. And yeah, right now I have the army lead by quite a lot. Because I denied him from his food for a pretty long time. And look at my resources. I have 6 manors and half his villagers, and I am destroying him in resources. This is really disgusting, man, to be honest. Really disgusting. He was way too focused on raiding, I think. And now he's taking these outer gold sources that I didn't see. He's also taking this wood. And he's back to raiding. And what I do is I just say, okay, enough is enough. I am going to build a siege workshop here with this villager. But he finds even more villager kills. Look at that. I was recuperating a little bit on the villager department, and now I'm back to 29 once again. And he keeps raiding, so he gets more. Right now, I am building a siege workshop so I can get a trebuchet and start killing his last 2 landmarks. And I get a beautiful hit here. So this is the strong point of the Yemen. Even more villagers are going now. I am back to 20 villagers. I was almost on 40 villagers once again, and he gets 20 more. So yeah, I am not doing really good on the villager department. So I try to go to 9 manors, but I think I forget to actually build them. So right now I only have 6. And I am like, okay, my army is much bigger than his. Let's just try to do some damage here. So I start making a few trebuchets. And the trebuchets are going directly for the town center. I also clear a bunch of his houses, so he's actually pop capped at this time. And he figures out like he needs to do something. And at this point, he starts talking on the chat. He's being really angry because I have less than 20 villagers. He has raided the whole game, and I still have better resources than him. Look at this. Actually no, I don't have better resources than him. I had better resources than him a couple of minutes ago, but he has a problem, right? He's winning on economy by almost four times more, but he doesn't have an answer to this army. An army of spearmen, men at arms, 4 lords, and a bunch of longbows and crossbows. He doesn't have an answer to this, so he's desperate. He's still raiding, but this is doing nothing. I don't even need villagers at this time. I only need to win here. I only need to kill these 2 things. So yeah, at this point he's preparing to attack my army, because if he doesn't, my trebuchets are going to kill his landmark. So what I do is I split my spearmen, my front line, to get the cavalry, and my geomen can get all of his backline. Look at all of these guys that just died. And now that I am much better in army, I can go ahead and just kill the springald with the geomen. He keeps raiding, but I mean, that I don't need villagers at this point. I only need to win. So he decides to tap out, and he gets really angry. Really angry on the chat. So that is it, guys. What I learned from this game is that, first, if you're against French, you need to defend better against knights. Second is that you don't have to surrender, man. If you just keep going on games and try to win as best you can always get something. You can always come back. And as you can see there, of course, yeah, Lancaster is broken, but most players would have probably surrendered a long time ago. And so yeah, that is my message to you guys today, is that just keep going, don't surrender, and you will be able to get wins like this. So yeah, nice game. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also catch me live over on Twitch or here on YouTube live streams. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See you in the next one.